Hey everyone, going live. It's February 8th, which is pretty cool. It's a sunny day here in Colorado, and which is nice because there's the snow and it's glistening and the blue sky is just beautiful. And what I'm feeling today is just immense gratitude. So if you know me, I meditate an hour or two a day, best I can. I'm not perfect. No one is. But consistency equals results, right? This is something I've really realized lately, that without consistency, nothing happens. And consistency equals showing up when we're feeling good and showing up when we're feeling bad to things. So I've been doing a workout routine too and meditating. And today I did not want to do either. It was like sludging through water to do it. And I still did it. And it almost feels more, I feel more accomplished in that sense, because it's like, oh, I did it on the days that were hard. And it makes the days that are easy even easier, right? Because the last 4 days working out felt good and I'm meditating, and this day was like, ugh. But that's actually when you need it the most. And what I realized in meditation was I had a flush of feminine energy come in. And that's on the left side of my body. It looks like the right to you, right? It's the mirror. And with this light right here, so lighting up the left side of the body. And for a long time, I've been healing my masculine side because I think a lot of us have a lot of wounding. And what I felt was the feminine side of my energy come and embrace my masculine side, as if I was making that union between the high priestess and the emperor within me. And since that meditation has felt so good. And it is today, it just has so much ease after I went through those things, right? And I think that's the point. I don't know if there's a point to any of this that I'm doing, is other than I enjoy talking about this. It heals me, and I hope it helps you. Is that when we do our practices that we enjoy, right? Don't do the practice. If you don't like meditating after a couple weeks of doing it, or you like yoga instead, whatever your practice is, showing up to it consistently leads to something great. And if I wouldn't have shown up when I didn't feel good and made some excuse, I wouldn't have had that revelation. And I have revelations constantly, but this one was like, whoa. It's something I've been building up to, but it was painful to be in the meditation. It was, afterwards, I like had a deep breathe for a long time. And I really like the combo of working out and meditating. It feels really good together. For me, I was meditating first and then working out, but I think working out then meditating is going to be the way I go. Because that's what the monks did, right? They did yoga and then they meditated. So I feel like that. And I went in a bath and I did it my own way, right? I enjoy baths. If you don't enjoy baths, you go outside. But that union of the feminine and masculine is so nice. It's like we want to have our consistency and our discipline. But we also want to have those moments where you're just like, and it's not about anything external, right? Your external life will reflect that internal healing, but that's the balance we have to find to unleash our soul. I've never said that before, but unleash our soul onto the world is to find that balance within. And for a long time, I was like, oh, I need to teach this, and I need to get myself out there, and I need to fulfill my purpose, and all these things. I need to manifest my reality, and I need to do that. And I think what happened is I just gave up doing that, giving up pursuing something outside of myself, because I've had influxes of money. I've traveled the country. I've seen most of this country. I've gone others overseas, and I realized none of that's going to make me happy. Like, I would love to travel and have those experiences, and I would love to go to certain countries, and I would love to be a teacher. Like, I love making these videos. But that's for me. And if I don't have those experiences, it doesn't take away from my inner fulfillment because it's already there. And obviously that's a lifelong practice to keep on filling yourself up. It doesn't happen forever, right? That's the joke. It's like there's some form of thinking in the spiritual world, and I'll just like bring this light up here, that you'll get enlightened and it'll be over. Like there'll be like a point where there won't be any more awakenings. There won't be any more expansions of consciousness. And we know anything from looking at the universe, right? It always is expanding. And if we are the universe, we can use scientific studies of the universe to understand ourselves. So it's ever expanding, right? The universe is ever expanding. I'm by no means a scientist. The universe is ever expanding, so are we. So there is no end to us. So that's simple. So in a way, that gives you relief, because you're never going to get to the end. There's no like running to a finish line. Like that's feeling is great, but you're never going to get there. You're just going to have another finish line. So you might as well enjoy the unfolding of the process and know you'll never get to the end. You're always going to probably have some pain. You're going to have some contrast, and you're going to have some expansion. And just knowing that, you can chill. You'll get everything you desire. Probably at some point, and you might not, because it might not be what you actually desire. Because I can tell you, been moments of bliss working a job or sitting in an office more than I have on amazing trips. Like I've had bigger bursts of happiness in enclosed areas. Sometimes the anticipation of the trip being a certain way makes the trip the hardest thing. I've seen people with expectations go on things and they just don't have the enjoyment. And that's because they thought it was going to be a certain way, right? Sometimes when things just happen that aren't your desire, right? They aren't what you expected. Bring the most joy because you were out of the way and you could just experience that moment, right? I can look at a flower or like up there or a poster and just have pure enjoyment. If you ever done, I am now sober from all psychedelics, but I used to do them. And if you look at a poster like this, like if you've ever been LSD or a substance, like it's like the most amazing experience, right? And you're sitting in your room, and it's more amazing than being in the world and traveling for most people, right? That's the case. If that's an experience, that means you can have that experience. The outside isn't as important. You can, if you're somehow, because LSD makes you present. So if you're so present, because when I meditate and stare at this thing for hours, I have the same experience as I do if I'm on LSD. It starts to morph and change and move. It's more real, which is actually makes it even more enjoyable, to be honest. But I have that same experience. It's all within me. Right? We are the universe, and the universe is also outside of us. So it doesn't mean you don't take action and do things, but they're just experiences. To think that that new job, that new relationship, that new toy, that new thing, I buy models and different things. I'm not saying I don't get new things, but they're an experience. It's not something I'm getting to be happy. I'm not chasing a retirement. I'm chasing a bigger bank account. I'm chasing a savings account. My whole life, I haven't been able to keep a savings. It's really weird. It just goes away. And what life was doing is constantly took it away from me, so it wouldn't be my source of happiness. Oh, I have savings. Now I'm relieved. Oh, it takes it away. You better find that relief no matter how much is in your bank account, or you'll be a slave to it, right? You'll be a slave to the external. And I was told when I was on traveling 3 or 4 years ago by a psychic that I need to make my internal things first. That's my journey. And that has been my journey. I've given her in all of my possessions. I've traveled in my car. I've gotten all the things, my art stolen. I paint models. It's not really like, you know, I'm painting these guys. But they got stolen from me. So that got taken. It was like all the things got taken from me slowly. And relationships got taken to me. They'd be like, in it, out, in, out. Like I'd be like, oh, this is it. And then it'd get pulled away. I just got pulled apart. It was like everything, like this relationship, these models, this thing you created, the money, all of it got pulled away so I could see that the only source of fulfillment would be within me. And not this idea that I know it, this idea that I experience it, right? I got all my savings taken, and I was sitting, I just moved, and that was the money I was in saves, and I made an investment and it got taken away. Why? They got paid, it's not important, but I sat with myself for 3 days. Like I didn't leave this house. I was in the middle of the woods. There was no Wi-Fi, and I just sat with myself. I'm like, all right, universe, if this is going to happen, I'm going to sit with this feeling of disappointment and all these feelings coming up. And I sat with myself so long, like things started becoming so blissful. Like the smoke out of my incense, I was like, oh my God, almost like you're on psychedelics. And yeah, it was just a beautiful experience. And I know I went all over the place, but that's just what I do. And, you know, doing the inner work works. It's not going to get you necessarily what you think it's going to get you. The consistency of exercising and meditating, doing it for years, more and more, it's not, you don't use the spirituality to manifest the things you want. I used to do that. I did that for 5 years. I was like, I'm going to meditate so I can receive a bunch of money and get the perfect job. And the cosmic joke was that it wasn't going to ever give me the happiness that this could. This feeling inside of me could. And I live in a nice house with amazing roommates, and I have enough money. I'm paying off debt, and I enjoy my life. I have great experiences. I no reason I'm not abundant. But I don't have my own big mansion up on a hill, and didn't manifest a huge business and deliver food, and I enjoy that. And it's funny because it's all, I had blissful moments in my car that couldn't even be explained. And when life doesn't give you what you want, you realize what you really are and what you really desire, which is something internal. So I'm very thankful for life not giving me what I want. It was too perfect for me to be able to control it with my spirituality. And I'm so thankful for that. And thankful for you watching this video. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching my video. You can like, subscribe on my video, and you can share it with people. You can do all those things, and I'd really appreciate it that you can make me a star so I can finally feel love. No. Yeah, you can subscribe, whatever. But I appreciate watching this. Love you guys. And I'll maybe see you again. I hope so. I don't even see you now, so I don't think I can see you again. But somehow I'm talking to you because you're here. So go outside.